1, 2, 3.
Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. It's the end of a really difficult season. Triple whistle of a season that will always be remembered as one of the most difficult one. Not only on the field, because it already happened in the past, not only off the field, because it already happened on the field, but a combo of on and off the field disaster season. It is over. We finish with a clean sheet. We finish with a win. We finish with a goal of Federico Chiesa, his second one in Serie A. We finish with the same problems that we had all seasons, or a part of it, because other 17 losses in an whole season could have been even worse with 18. So today was a bit better than a lot of games. But we finish also with a history that looks like it was written. Looked like it was written by someone that wanted to be really cruel with the Bianconeri. I told you that this season would have been, at a certain moment, Napoli winning the Scudetto after 33 years. Juventus receiving a point deduction that will keep us out of Champions League, and that's what happened. I told you that Inter will win the Champions League, and next week on Saturday we will know about it. But I also told you that Roma would win the Europa League with a winning goal of Paulo Dybala. I was wrong on that one. The goal of Paulo Dybala was even harder, because the goal of Dybala is not him winning the Europa League. That at the end, if it's a final between Sevilla and Roma, who cares? Who cares who wins? Yes, of course, I was supporting Sevilla. I'm happy that they won, but who cared? If it was Roma, it was Roma. Point. We don't care. No, it was written by a really cruel man. Probably a story written by your worst enemy, because the goal of Dybala, the decisive goal of Dybala, is arriving on a penalty at the 90th minute of Roma Spezia in the Olimpico, sending them in Europa League, making them happy, and sending us in Conference League. Then, from tomorrow until, I believe, mid-June, we'll have to wait the penalty of UEFA, if they will ban Juventus or not. Both of the decision will be a pain in the ass for Juventus, and both of the decision will make us angry, because if they ban us from Europe, we will be angry. They already banned us from the Europe that counts, but banning us would be, another dirty thing on the image and the name of Juventus. If they keep us, well, we have to play a competition that we didn't want. We already didn't want to play the Europa League. Today, qualifying to Europa League was for me not a way of celebrating. It's not something I will celebrate, but at least it was Europa League, where you play against still teams that have a name, that have a story. Now we will play against teams that I never heard about. Yeah, it's challenging in a way. If you are playing Europa League, it's challenging because I need to study a bit more about teams I never know, about cities I never heard about in my life, about players that I don't know how to pronounce their name. But guys, it's not beautiful. It's not beautiful. This season already, I switched for the Europa League games to orange color in the thumbnails. Now, if Seferin decides to leave us in Europe, I will have to switch to green. Green is, when you are working in media, green is never a great color. They never liked using the green color. Yeah, it has a reason. Eh? So, yeah. Guys, do you want to speak about the game of today? We can, We can speak about the game of today with, you see it here, the score 0 for Udinese, 1 for Juventus with a goal of Federico Chiesa. If I am able to give you in a second also the image here that Juventus posted is that one. We finished the season with a win. Off the field, we have 62. On the field, we have 72. On the field, with one of the worst seasons ever on the football way of speaking, would have been in Champions League, also because the other one were absolutely not better, except of Napoli. But Juventus is out of it. We are 7th. I didn't even mention it, but that's the reality. If you go to Lega, we'll go to Lega, Serie A, you see that we would have been equal with Inter, and I believe, I don't remember the 2 scores against Inter. Can someone remind me? One we won with a goal of Fagioli and Kostic, if I'm not wrong, 2-0. I don't remember the other game. I forgot already about it. 2-0 and 1-0. We won the both games against Inter in Serie A. Yeah, then we would have been 3rd. Officially would have been 3rd. With 72 equal to Inter, behind Napoli, behind Lazio. But that's... Anyway, we can't complain about it anymore. They took away the 10 points. We made a deal and we are at the moment... No, we are. It's over. Serie A is over. We are 7th. We are in Conference League until Seferin decides to leave us or not in that strange competition that I have absolutely no idea about. We just lost 2, mamma mia, subscribers. I thought that we would have reached 25,700, but we lost 2. Anyway, it's up to you to do it. Speaking about the game of today, I'm happy for one man. It's this guy that you see smiling in that picture. Actually, these 2 guys, happy for both of them. Gatti and Federico Chiesa. Chiesa that played a good game with, again, the things that he need to do better. The things that he need to do better means the fact that sometimes he need to put his head up because some counter-attack were missed, but I believe man of the match without any hesitation. I liked also Danilo today, but difficult one. Did I see the penalty from Roma? No, I didn't watch it. I didn't see it, but people told me in the chat that it was a really, really, really soft one on El Shaarawy. I don't know if I will go and watch it today, my friends, because again, who cares about Europa League when you are Juventus? You want to play Champions League. That we deserved on the field because we had the points to do it. We were 3rd. Didn't happen because of the point deductions. But I go back in time. I go back to the time where they told us that we had to be out behind Roma. And that's what happened at the end. The penalty, I didn't see it, so I can't really say it, but a lot of people are saying, Beppe, it was really, really a soft one. Are you surprised? Because the 2 points of Salernitana are here, and we knew that these 2 points would have done the difference. Because if you are looking at Serie A today, what do we see? Juventus 62, Roma 63. These 2 points would have made the difference. The points that they took away against Salernitana. The 10 points, mamma mia. But oh, ragazzi, people are saying, I swear it's scripted. If we are really honest, we lost it because of ourselves. And that's what I want to speak about, because we already spoke so much about the out of the field. But on the other hand, it was decided. It was decided that Juventus had to be behind Roma, and that's what happened. Thank you to Mr. Zepp, 16 months on the channel with us, and he said we threw him, and he put the last nail in the coffin, La Gioia, speaking about Paulo Dybala. It's correct. It is correct. Am I regretting that Paulo Dybala now is out of Juve? In a way, yes. I'm regretting because I was expecting more from him. I think it's the right decision, but for both, I believe that Paulo Dybala did a better season with Roma than the last 2 seasons with Juve. But I believe it was the best decision for him and for us. You know it, I repeat it so many times. So I'm not regretting that it's not there anymore. It is what it is, guys, ragazzi. I will not complain about the past. Otherwise, you can speak about so many things. Happy for him. I'm not pissed off that he scored that penalty because that's his job. He's playing for Roma. It makes totally sense. It's just that they had to be up front over Juve, and that's what happened at the end. Anyway, what are you saying, though? Thank you to Mr. Zeb, but also thank you to Dr. A, that is offering 5 memberships to the channel, to Juve has, to Chunky, to Michael Aiello, to Ryan S, and to Brian. Thank you, Dr. A. Really appreciate it. But also Carol from New York is offering a membership to a random member, to Jacob Farrugia, that is also a really loyal one of the channel. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Dr. A. Ragazzi, what do we speak about? What do you want to speak about? In today's game, Juventus, they played a really boring football in the first half, made of possession, and that's where the problems are beginning for Juventus this season. From the moment that Juventus, not a lot of time, especially in the the first 3/4 of the season, Juventus was having the possibility to have the ball possession. But what was really sad about this season, and we saw it also today, is that from the moment that we have the ball possession, we have no idea what to do with it. We don't know. We don't know how to create. We don't know how to be dangerous. We don't know how to go on target. If I'm not wrong, at a certain moment, the stats were saying 11 attempts from Juve, 2 on targets, with a header that was really soft from Gatti in the hands of Silvestri, and then a really beautiful shot that I believe anyway would have been wide or on the post, but there was Bonucci right behind him. So anyway, it was a beautiful one beautiful shot on 11 attempts. And you clearly see it. Then the second half starts with a bit more intensity, showing a Ealing Jr. really in form, and a Ealing Jr. that is able to make the difference. Probably this is also something that we have to... He knows better because he's there at La Continassa. But certain moments probably, and not always, because don't forget the injury, don't forget about that inflammation to the scar, don't forget about the first season of the player, but probably there were some games where our friend Ealing Jr. probably deserved to play over Kostic, that according to me did a really beautiful season, Filip Kostic, but clearly, especially after that last international break, he was out of energy. There are 2 men that played the most games with Juve this season, and we are speaking about Kostic and Danilo. 54 games for each, which are a lot because they played nearly all the games, 54. Rabiot, 48. I believe it's the one that played most games as a third player. 48 games for Rabiot is third, behind Kostic 54 and Danilo 54, with Danilo playing the most minutes at Juventus. So he was out of energy. Zero energies anymore for Filip Kostic. And I believe there, we could have done something better. Gatti played well today, and Federico Chiesa as well. I didn't appreciate Milik performance after the injuries. None of them. Neither today. I didn't like the performance of him. If you're looking at the starting lineup, well, Szczesny played well. Szczesny saved Juventus again today. For the people I don't know that are still blaming Szczesny for last year, the mistakes that he did in the first 3-4 games of the season, I believe that he paid back a lot. So Szczesny, according to me, today played a really great game. I would put him certainly in the top 4 of today. Gatti, he enters as well. Bonucci didn't do any mistakes, but speaking about Bonucci, ragazzi, he went out. Usually the last change is for Pinsoglio, that this year didn't play. Pinsoglio didn't play. Why? Because the results were not certain. Otherwise, he would have entered, okay? If we would have win 2-3-0, Pinsoglio would have entered instead of Szczesny. At the end, it didn't happen, and we changed Bonucci at the 89 for Rogani. Rugani playing his 11th game of the season, a totally unnecessary change. If it would have been for Riccio, a young player that was called up for his second time with the first team, that didn't play the first time, he didn't play today, I would have understand it. I would say, okay, he wants to give at least an official Serie A game to Riccio or maybe to Sersanti, but that was not the case. He gave the substitution to Rugani for the professionalism of Rugani. I don't know, but Rugani, it's not his first season, it's not his third season, it's already, a player. Does he really need to play like 1 minute today? If he came back from a long injury and you want to launch him, I can understand it. But I don't understand. So is it for last game of Bonucci? But usually these kind of things are happening in at home for a last applause, a tour of the stadium, saying goodbye, a last goodbye. I saw the face of Bonucci. So, or it's an injury again, but I didn't see any injury. Or it's maybe that the future of Bonucci at Juventus is not that certain. This will haunt me a bit. I tell you the truth. This will haunt me a bit. For Federico Chiesa, I need to check because apparently there were some words that he said and people are asking Beppe, can you translate? Let me check. Chiesa, we would have been in the Champions League without the penalty points. It was a really difficult season for me. 10 months to come back. My future, now I am thinking of the national team. Then we will see which cup we will play in. Then we will see. This is what is translated. Ragazzi, I didn't hear them myself, so I can't tell you if these are the exact words or not. Let me check the ones of Mirko that I trust a bit more. Saremo in Champions ma ci hanno tolto i punti. We would have been in Champions but they took away the points. Il nostro campionato a livello di punti lo abbiamo fatto. Our Serie A in terms of points, we did it. We did what we had to do. Next year, now I am thinking to do well with La Nazionale. Then we will see. Oh, attenzione, because there is apparently another thing here. Difficult season for me after the injury. I needed 10 months to come back. It was not easy. We will see now with the Nazionale and then coming back here to do well. But I don't know, guys. I didn't hear it. What he said exactly, but here apparently there is a second part that nobody translated. I don't know, ragazzi. I would have loved to tell you. If I don't hear it myself, I can't know. I can't know. The only thing I can tell you is I would 100% not promise you that Federico Chiesa will be there next season, as I will not promise you 100% that Vlahovic will be there next season, as I will not promise you that Szczesny will be there next season. I can promise you that Di Maria, Rabiot, Paredes will not be there. I don't know if Cuadrado will be there or not. I don't know if Alexandro will be there or not, because today we have no official news. But why? You know it, and I will repeat it for 374 people. This time I said it a bit earlier. Ragazzi, it's quite easy. For the people that celebrated the deal that we made and they were briefing out and they said it's a new day, it's a new light, it's a new whatever from that song, or people that said finally it's over, now we can focus on the field, it's good that we are out of European competition, finally we are out so that we can rebuild properly I said pay attention because the consequences are really huge. Don't underestimate the consequences of a team that was financially not doing really well. That's one. Received a 180 million euro penalty, is out of European competition, has at the moment not a stable sporting management. We don't know what will happen with the coach. So a lot of things are at the moment in a big question mark. I told you at the end of August, 31st of August, you will tell me, Pepe, I'm disappointed with the Mercato. We didn't replace big players. We will absolutely have a horrific year. It will be a disaster. We are not a serious club, and so on and so on. People are leaving because Allegri, which is also correct. We know it. Some players do not want to play for Allegri. We know it. That's what we read online. That some players are not happy. Could be true because we didn't offer a beautiful game. But the consequences of being out of Europe, the consequences of needing to cash in, because that's what we need to cash in. We need to lower the cost. Dusan Vlahovic is the first one on the market for a simple reason. He's the one that has a really high salary, 7.5, and that has Mercato, that can bring you some cash. And that's exactly the same with Federico Chiesa, because he has a contract until 2025. He's now 25. He will become 26. It's a player that is in the full maturity of his career, that needed 10 months to be back. Today he showed that finally he's able to continue to play 90 minutes and to again do the difference. I would understand it that he would leave. I would be really angry with him leaving Juve, or sad. Less with Dusan, more with Chiesa, for the fact that he's Italian, for the fact that we waited for him so long, that he has always had all the support of the tifosi. But ragazzi, make sure that you understand why we are in that situation. If Leao today, and it's a paradox that I will tell you, if Leao today is extending for 5 years with Milan, or I don't know how much, until 2028, I believe. If today Leao is able to extend, it's because of the 10 points that were deducted to Juve. As simple as that. Because out of Champions League, Milan would not have kept Leao, or at least they would have put him on the market. He would have requested to leave. And actually it's a reverse situation, but not because of what we did on the field, but because of the penalty of points. Milan is able to being linked with Gundogan, and then I heard that he was linked also with Al Nassr and so on, but just being linked with Gundogan for free, it's because they are in Champions League. Juventus will not be linked with Gundogan. That's the reality. Let me read a bit of your comments, ragazzi. But no, I know I'm really angry. Not angry. I know what will happen on the 31st of August. I know that a lot of people will tell me, not serious club, and you are correct. And you are correct in a way. Because it's because of our own mistakes that we are in that situation. I understand it. But if you see the penalty that they give to Roma, apparently, because I didn't see it, if you see the 2 points against Salernitana, the 10-point deduction, ragazzi, disaster. You know, then it hurts me. Then it makes me angry. The consequences of all of this. MP saying a huge club like Juventus deserve a great player, or great players like Haaland, Mbappe, and Messi. Instead, we are playing Conference League. Yeah, but that's on top of the Premier League dominance, or state-owned club. Look, Messi and Mbappe were at Paris Saint-Germain. Haaland is at Manchester City. Yes, we deserve, but we can't. That's a reality. Nirai, thank you for the donation. You made the season more bearable, Beppe. 50k soon. 50k soon, it's really far away, I believe. Let me check how much we have in terms of people. 25, nearly 700, but not yet. But 50 is really far away. 50 is really far away. Thank you for a donation, Nirai. I love and I will always love Juventus for Roberto Gallo. Locatelli will stay. Yes, he will stay, Cecilia. Beppe, can you please promise McKennie will be gone? Yeah, I think he has no future with Juventus. Borna, Beppe, do you think Luca and Fratesi can play together? Probably. Yes, in a two-man midfield. Could be, but I don't know if Fratesi will join. Probably Vlahovic is in doubt, but only with big money, over 80 million euro. Well, the last time, and that's what I'm scared about. Last time, last time we said the same for De Ligt, and then he went out for 68 plus 10. Am I regretting De Ligt? Yeah, because you know how much I was. I really loved him. But I turned the page. Cecilia Di Maria, is he already, or did he already say no? Yeah, we saw the post of Fagioli, and Fagioli that already said you were an example on and off the field. Attenzione, because something crazy happened, ragazzi. I believe we hit a record. Holy moly, this is what Demon C is saying. Mohamed Youssef just offered 50 subscription. I believe we hit a record. I will take away the notification sound if I'm able to, because otherwise you will hear it 50 times, but ragazzi, I don't know what to say. Mohamed Youssef, I don't know what to say. The only thing I want to say is thank you. Really, sincerely, thank you. You know you don't have to, Mohamed Youssef. But what I feel is that you suffered a lot this season, like a lot of Juventini. And you are happy, I believe, that the season is over. Mohamed, after the live, let me send you a message. If you don't sleep yet, I will send you a message to say thank you, really personally. Thank you, Mohamed. I don't know what to say. I will talk to you in private, in a private mode, Mohamed. Thank you, really appreciate it. Danny Juve, thank you, Pepe, for this season. Let's hope for a positive mercato and let's look forward to the next season. You are the best fino alla fine. Thank you, Danny. Danny, I tell you, a positive mercato, it depends what you hear about it. Well, guys, I'm totally... I lost it. I lost it. Ragazzi. I lost it. I believe it's... guys, can we say that this is probably one of the top 3 things of Juventus season? I think that today, I'm sure, Mohamed Youssef did more for Juventini than Paredes. Today, Mohamed Youssef did more for Juventini than Paredes in an entire season. Look, I tell you, ragazzi, it depends what you expect of a positive mercato. Earlier in the watch-along, people told me, Beppe, we will need 3, maybe 4 years to win against something. Today, I tell you yes. Today, I tell you yes. I tell you, of course. I understand it because it's difficult to see the light. It's difficult to see the bright side. We have so much problems, and I promise you it will be even worse. At the end of the mercato, a lot of people will be really disappointed. So understand what I'm telling you and write it down. Beppe told me it will be a difficult mercato. I don't know if I will play mercato is crazy, but you know, I'm sad in a way that Di Maria is leaving because a name like Di Maria, and I think it's the logic thing to not renew him, but a player of the caliber of Di Maria, I don't know when we will see him back at Juve, okay? But then sometimes you're doing better things when you are obliged to be creative. Conference League, in a way, ragazzi, I don't even know how many money it brings you in yeah, the stadium, bit of entries, but I think it's really poor. And you have also the possibility to refuse to play in a conference league, yeah? Or you focus on one competition only. I don't know what's the financial impact of conference. I promise you I don't know. But I know that Roma celebrated, like 3 days conference league. But sometimes when you are obliged and you don't have the necessary tools, sometimes you are able to do it. Because I remember that in 2011, 2010, 12, we came from twice 7th position, and we were able to find something, to create something, to win the Scudetto unbeaten. Will it happen again? I don't know, because don't forget that before that we were twice second. Twice 7. So let's see. Or we can go worse, or we can go better. I will go back to the words or to the analyze of this in a second. Thank you, Danny. Let's check, because apparently Allegri said something to the microphones. In press conference, I don't know what. Guys, if you can tag me, it would be easier. I'm trying to check the words of Max Allegri in press conference. Here I see from Sportface, I am a bit moved because it was a really difficult and beautiful year. Huh? A beautiful year. What does he mean, a beautiful year? Wait, no, guys, I didn't hear it. Wait, I don't understand it. Wait, I will read what's written. I am moved because it was a difficult and beautiful year. I thank my players and my men. I only thank those who worked with me in Continassa. What will I do next year? Will the company tell? What does that mean? Is it the truth or is it fake? Buh? I need other sources, guys, because this one is a bit I don't know, ragazzi. If I read this one, it looks like he just said I leave. Nearly, yeah? Or I leave. So I was moved because it was a difficult year, but also a beautiful year. I thank everyone. I don't have much to say. The game is an end in itself. We ended with a away win. I thank those who work with me at La Continassa. Francesco Calvo will take care of the planning for next season. I'm going on vacation tomorrow, and then on the 10th of July, I will go back to work. Let's see. Ragazzi, I don't know. I told you between now, tomorrow, the 5th, and the 10th, 15th, we will know more. A decision will be taken. No, Carol, he didn't say goodbye. Marcello, I don't know. He said he will go back on work the 10th. He didn't say where. Let me read the comment of Mohammad Youssef. My friend, Beppe, in a season where everything went against, you made our season easier. GJustjuve. Thanks a lot. Next year will be a test for all of us, fans, and we want you to lead the way, Beppe. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, Mo. I received the last few days. I received a lot of criticism, which is correct. I'm open for it. Again, a lot of people with Beppe, no, but you work for the company, you always defend, and so on and so on. I think that I really try to stay true with a positive way, but also speaking about the fact that it was a season that was absolutely not Juve season. I made a lot of videos and that you can find back where I criticized the coach, the bad work of the coach. By the way, tomorrow or Tuesday, when you will see the rating, you will see where I have put Allegri. I will tell you he's not in the MVP. That's something I can already spoil you, but you will see where I rate him. You know, if I was someone that was working for the club and was obliged to say things to defend myself, I would have put him a bit higher, but no, I'm free to decide what I want to do. I believe that Allegri, you will see, probably some people will even be shocked where I will put Allegri because the season was not great. Also a lot because of him. Then if I am the one that lead Juventini, that's not what I want to do, but I really want to defend my club. And probably that's closing me some doors of working on a big television. Speaking about calcio, I am not the one that will say I'm happy that Napoli won the Scudetto, because it's a small team that deserves to win after 33 years. I'm not the one that will say that I'm supporting Roma in the Conference League. No, I want them to lose. I will not support Inter. I expose Serie A because they are doing bad to Juve. I expose Gazzetta dello Sport. So I'm closing myself a lot of doors. For my own professional future. I am aware of it, but I just can't. I just can't. So I'm happy that I'm defending Juve. Then if you want to say, Beppe, you're corporate, yes, I am. I have always been, but these kind of messages, thank you, Mohammed. Nirai, next season will be similar. Let's use logic. Top 4 will be an achievement. We need stability now. Saving must be made. Forza Juve. Nirai, I tell you, similar, I don't know. Why? I don't know. Because, again, you don't know which coach will be there. You can have, from what I heard, from the rumors I heard, if, and I'm saying if because I don't know that, but if Allegri leaves, the words that have identified for a new coach are a coach that can give us intensity and dynamism. 2 words that I believe were really missing, but also shaking up Juventus in terms of mentally their behavior, their grinta. They have to step up again. They have to dare again. They need to have balls against. And that's what we are looking, you know. Then you're going immediately to type of profile a la Tudor, but also a la Thiago Motta, that for a lot of people they do not know, but it's really un sergente di ferro. That means, like, how can I translate that? But a real, you know, strict person that is able to keep his locker room. So I don't know if it will be the same or not. It will be different. That's a fact. Will it be with 3 men in the back? Will it be with 4 men in the back? Then I don't believe that the team will be stronger on paper. But on paper, nobody would have guessed Napoli winning the Scudetto this year. I didn't. Before Kvara, Kim, and so on were announced, I put them 7th. Probably after the Mercato, I would have put them a bit higher, but no way that I would have put them first in Serie A with the game that they played. They did it. But I also believe in Thiago Motta, Carol. I also believe in him. Gennaro Gattuso, no, hopefully this is a joke. Motta is not our man, forget it. So you have 2 different versions about him. But forget about Nagelsmann, for example, that is linked to Paris Saint-Germain. So I believe that it will be, on paper, a more difficult one. On the field, let's see. It's difficult to see worse. On the field, it's difficult to see worse. 10 losses in Serie A, 17 in total, out of group stages in Champions League that we will not even participate in, neither the Europa League. It will be a tough one. it will be, or it was a tough one. So I don't know if it can be worse as that. Then worse it can always be, better can be, hopefully be. Then Juventini, they want to win. And this is something that I don't know today. I believe we have different steps before being able to understand it. First, will we play in Europe or not? One. That can make a difference because Conference League, that is one that people hate, you have to play it. And you are playing it on Thursday. And it's taking away from you a lot of energy, of travels and so on. And you need a longer bench. You need a wider role. You know, La Rosa means a team with diverse players for rotational matters. I would not be surprised if you play Europa Conference League that you will have obligedly to renew someone. Here the answer of Allegri in a way, but you know what we have to pay attention for is, and that's something that I explain you, a coach, a player, they are going to diverse television, and they are saying more or less the same, but at the fifth one, the version is always a bit different because of the energy, the fact that you repeat, then sometimes you can slip on a word or not. But to Sky Sport, and that's why we have different versions, he said, or the question was, what will you do next year? And here you say, that's the company that will decide. It's not the full words, but saying the company will decide. Allegri is taking the ball and is giving it to the club. But that has been something clear since the beginning that I told you. He will not dismiss. He has 2 more years of contract. He will not give away. Then you can criticize or not. Ragazzi, I always say it's easy to say if you love Juve, you leave and so on and so on. You will renounce, you know, for the sake of Juve, if you have dignity. Ragazzi, without a new team, without, you know, you come back. It didn't happen. Eh? It didn't happen, and he flopped. That's a fact. 0 trophies in 2 years. But the intention of coming back in a difficult situation were good and were probably to help Juventus. Knowing that flopping was a risk, he's taking it. Then when things are bad, you know, why should you just leave? And saying no to 40 million euro. I don't know, guys. I really don't know, guys. If you're not in that situation, it's difficult to say. It's really difficult to say. Then, as I told you, it's the club that needs to take a decision. And I believe, for the people that are always saying, Beppe, you defend Allegri, Beppe, you defend Allegri, there are some things from Allegri that I defend, not the way that we played this season, absolutely not. But I believe that it's the right choice to change, personally. Then again, I repeat, whatever happened, I will support Juventus because that's what I always did. But I believe it's the right decision to change. You need it. I don't want to say you change and that means that you will win. You change and that means that you will be the best. That you suddenly will play Fantacalcio, Calcio Champagne, that you will be the best one. That suddenly Vlahovic will stay. I believe that Vlahovic, yes, is probably influenced by Max Allegri, but not only. It's also the Champions League participation and so on and so on. I believe that changing Allegri for 23-24, and I probably was there before all the Allegri out, I believe it's the right choice. I believe if I was the manager, of course I don't know the finances by heart, I don't know the agreements, I don't know Max Allegri personally, I never spoke to him, but I think it's a right decision. Brian Peloso, thank you for the donation, my friend. Brian is telling me, Beppe, you are the best. So thank you. I will always bleed black and white no matter the outcome, and I know you will too. I really appreciate you and your channel. Grazie mille, amico mio. That's a really beautiful message for a end of season big message. Thank you. Thank you, Peloso. Thank you, my friend. It's really, really appreciated. I'm really thankful for all of you. I believe, look, I said earlier, Mohamed Youssef, top 3 things of the season that happened today on the channel. He did better than probably Paredes. But guys, sincerely, with all the Allegri out, with all the frustration and so on, I really believe that the supporters are the best parts. The community that we created all together was without doubt the best thing that happened. Okay, we need 5 more. We have 25,700. Sometimes I spoke to someone not so long time ago, and I said, what is really making me sad is when I can't see joyful people in the chat. No, I believe that's wrong, Carol. I believe that's wrong. You remember when I told you that I was not happy with the words of Max Allegri in press conference where he said, I don't have to say anything to the supporters. I understand if he said I don't have to justify me in front of the supporters. I could have understood it, but the way he said I have to say nothing to the supporters is something that I believe he made a mistake. Even if I understand what is the message. Message is, I am the coach. I need to report to the management and with my staff. Ciao, Roberto. But I think that was a really big thing. Because there were supporters that were still behind him, and even the one that are against him, you need to speak with the Tifosi. Not one-on-one, but, saying, we know it. I understand the frustration of Tifosi because at Juve you want to win. Changing things. Changing things, he should have said. And that was really a pity. On the other side, I don't agree that we have to change a coach immediately to calm down the fans. I don't agree with that. For me, you need to act fast, but act fast is not in the next 5 hours, in the 12 hours, in the 24 hours. Fast is you need to have priorities, and you have to act fast in taking a decision, but for the good of the club, not to calm down the Tifosi. Because you need to take time thinking what is the best solution also for the next one. Ragazzi, I'm not 100% sure about that. I'm not 100% sure if it's to calm down it's an important part, because we need again to be united, all together, united behind the team, behind Juventus. And on that one I agree. And dismissing the coach is a way of asking the team, the supporters, to stick together behind Juventus. I can understand it, but that's never the right choice. Never. That cannot be the intention. Quagliarella is better than Vlahovic. Maybe going private will help rebuild without board interference. Could be. Thank you, Gary. Gary, see you tomorrow. What the see you next season? See you tomorrow. We don't go away, and we stay here. We will have the gossip part to speak about now. The gossip part is important. What will happen with the new sporting director, with Max Allegri or not, with the Mercato, with will we play in Europa League, Conference League, in Champions League, or in nothing? that will be the important thing. We will cry about Vlahovic or Dybala again. Why Dybala he scored that last penalty? Now it's the fun part that starts. That can be also a sad one. Depends. Jeff, my friend, Chef is telling us, Beppe, a Juventino for 2 decades, so 20 years. I've seen this roller coaster ride before. Will bounce back even stronger. Great job, Beppe. Keep it up. From Tampa, Florida. My great friend Martina and Jose, they are married now together. They are waiting for a kid. If I'm not wrong, I can say it. I'm not sure. A girl. I'm not sure. No, I'm not even sure. I'm sorry. But anyway, Martina and Jose helped me a lot before starting the channel, so I will always be grateful for them. And they are there from Tampa, Florida. So you're not the only one I know from Tampa. So I know that if one day I go to Tampa, Florida, there will be someone to open the door. That's really nice. Grande, Jeff. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Italians getting ready their wiretap device this summer. Oh, yeah. But you know that, hey, without joking, Demon, I would be really, if I was sporting director of Juve now, I would be really scared. What can I do? What I can't do? I have no idea. Seriously, because there is still no rule about profit cases. I don't know. Dan, ciao Beppe, it has been a very disappointing season for us this season. You do a great job. Thank you, Dan. Really appreciate it. Cornelius, I love that name. Allegri tactic was so bad this season. It was. Players did not support Allegri anymore. Any injuries, many garbage players. This problem at Juve is so complicated. We have a lot of problems. Bob, even in the most difficult season ever, with all the Federazione Italiana gioco with Allegri, still had, I think, the most 1-0 in Europe. Allegri will always be Allegri, and for me, he will always be remembered for this. Sky Italia with the summer clickbait. It's true. Well, look, Sky Italia is now apparently saying it looks like a farewell of Max Allegri. They asked him in press conference, will there be a meeting for the next season? And he said, ideas to improve the team, I have them. When the company will call me, I will be at disposal. That's what he said. Poll. I have a poll. And I don't want you to be blinded by what you want. I want to make abstraction of everything and going in your deepest feeling. Not what you want, not what you wish, not what you hope, not what you are praying for. But with a poll, I want you to go with what you think will happen. So what you think. Yes or no? The poll is launched. Again, I repeat, what you think. Was it the last game of Max? Yes means he will leave, he will be dismissed. I don't believe he will leave from himself, but be dismissed. Or no, that means that you see him again for Juve Barcelona in USA. Did I miss something? Yes. No, wait. Apparently, Stavros is saying, Beppe, you missed. What did I miss, Stavros? Because I can't read it. You missed my... Oh, I didn't see it. Yeah, because I need to go back. Wait, Mohammed, Jacob, Aman. I forgot Aman. How did I forget Aman? Aman, my friend Aman. Wait, let me put it bigger here. Wait, Aman, where's Aman now? So I have Jeff, I read. Peloso, I read. Nirai, I read. Mohamed Youssef, I read. Aman, thank you. 19 months with us, Aman. Fantastic. Stavros, 16 months. Failure is part of a success. Hard times are ahead. It's true. You can't always win. That's a fact. Even if I would love to. You can't always win. At the moment, we are going towards 70% of the people that are really thinking it was the last game of Max. 30 are still saying, I believe it will be there next season. So, Juve Barcelona. I didn't say it will finish, it will to a year. I just said the next game is Juve Barcelona. I think he's out. He won't be able to rebuild the team. It's a no for me. Allegri will stay, Mark. Beppe, you should have put... I don't know. Yeah, but then it's too easy. I don't know because nobody knows. At the moment, nobody knows. Sky Sport, Sky Sport are always... Skyport 90% he stay, and today they are saying it feels like he will leave. Guys, ragazzi, I think that I think it's over. I think it's over. I really think it's over. But since long, Chiesa stays. Yeah, we have inside info from Promiero. Ahmad, honestly, if Allegri stays, that tell us so much about that tell us a lot about the management and what we become. Mid-table team. No, I don't think like that. I don't think like that. I tell you, I repeat you, I believe it's the best thing to stop. There are so many factors that you have to take into consideration. No, I don't believe about the management, what we became, and so on. No, Juventus is a team that needs to rebuild, needs to go back to win, and they need to do it really fast, taking the right decision as much as possible. But, ragazzi, the ambitions of the club, I can tell you, they don't change. They don't change. We need to win. We want to win, at least to compete to win, because winning is never granted. Winning is never a guarantee. No, mid-table team we become and so on. Guys, with all the respect of two disaster years. With Pirlo, we won still 2 cups. The year before, we won the Scudetto. It's 3 years or 3 seasons that we don't win the Scudetto. It's not good in the history of Juve, but it's 3 years, ragazzi. With all the things that happened this year and so on, it will be more difficult to rebuild. But, ragazzi, we became this, we became that. We are still the biggest winning team in Italy. We are still the best team in Italy in terms of history. And Juventus already had difficult cycles. I don't know if it will be for next year that we will be back. But mid-table team, or we think that the management doesn't care. I don't know. I don't know about that. Pay attention, Beppe. Giuntoli to Aurelio De Laurentiis. Grazie di tutto. What does that mean? Thank you for everything. But thank you for everything means everything and nothing. Means everything and nothing. Maybe he said thank you for everything for the contract renewal, because I stay now until 2100. Could be, I don't know. Oh, that little video. Guys, I need to show you, of course. I need to show you. Attenzione from the Telegram group. Mo has a... What an eye of Mohammed El Shahali. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. It's a GIF. We can show it. Wait. Look at that. What does that mean? Grazie di tutto. Grazie di tutto. Attenzione mo. Attenzione mo. Grazie di tutto. And he's not watching him in the eyes. Guys, I have seen a lot of things in my life. You know that I did like more than 1,000 job interviews. Not me as a candidate, but me as an interviewers. I did, you know, like students. I did managers. I did even higher than managers. I saw a lot of different people in different countries, in different cultures. I saw a lot of things in my life, and I always paid attention to non-verbal communication as well. Not only the verbal. When I told you grazie di tutto means thank you for everything, can mean everything. Contract extension, this, I don't know. Ragazzi, look at the lips. Look at the lips. The lips are saying, I'm sorry. These are the lips that are saying, I'm sorry. Can we stop it? No, I can't stop it. Wait. Wait. I continue. Wait, Wait. This, here. This. You see it? This is, thank you for everything. I'm sorry that I let you down. Giuntoli to Juve, gift confirmed. Guys, it is confirmed. Like now I have zero doubts anymore, and it can even happen. It's a matter of days. It's a matter of days. It is a matter of days. We guessed it, huh? We analyzed it. The lips of a man that said, I'm sorry. Giuntoli is a good sport director, and he is the man for the job for us Juventini. He needs time as well. Huh? Give him time and give him money, because the best one in the world without tools can't work neither. So that's also an important one. You can even see it here a bit bigger. You can even see it a bit bigger. Look, we will analyze. Grazie di tutto. And here, that's the moment. Here is the moment that he said, I go to Juve. This. He's not watching him in the eye. Wait, here is watching a bit eye contact. Immediately to the right side. Thank you for everything. And here, disappointment because he's leaving him. He's leaving him. No face contact. How many taps? If it's 3. Tac, tac, 2. It's not even 3. Ragazzi, it's 2 taps. Tac, tac. That means something. 3 is positive. Is I stay, I like you. 2, it's I have not even time for 3 taps anymore. I'm leaving. I'm gonna leaving. I'm already thinking about something else. You're laughing with that, huh? But I promise you it's true. The difference between 2 or 3 taps, 3, you still keep the dream. You still want, you don't want to leave. You want tac, tac, tac. Look, ragazzi, now, seriously, you know I have the channel since 3 years. How do I finish the channel? How do I finish the channel? With how many taps? How many taps? Grazie, forza, Juve. 3 taps. Because I don't want to leave. Because I love Juventus. Because it's here. Pa, pa, pa. 2 is, I leave. No, Rob, it's 3. Ciao, grazie, forza, Juve. 3, you want to stay. 2, is I need to do something else. And 2 with a face like this. Look again, we watch again from the beginning. Look, Giuntoli to Juve. Grazie di tutto, tac tac, and I'm leaving. A bit closer, grazie di tutto, tac tac, and I'm leaving. Oh, here you can see no, I'm not even watching you. Wait, I need to show you again. I'm sorry, guys. Wait. I show you again. Grazie di tutto, tac tac, bing, the smile, and here you see it. Here you see it again. Wait, from here. So, wait, voila, here. Watch. Really. Grazie di tutto. No eye contact anymore. 2 taps and a really sad face.
No!
Tac, tac, sad face gone. Tac, tac, sad face gone. Tac, tac, sad face gone. It's over. Carol is enjoying the body language analysis, but Giuntoli. It's not difficult, huh? People, they don't think about that. Hey, tomorrow, Giuntoli can potentially be announced at Juve. This is really, it's over, huh? Analyzing the non-verbal. That's why I'm always watching the press conferences of Max or whatever. I like press conferences for this because the face and the taps and the things says much more than everything. Tomorrow, attenzione, Giuntoli, it's over. What is grazie di tutto, ragazzi? Thank you to making me free. Thank you to making me free. Thank you that you accepted that I'm leaving. Wait, I need to also watch, because, hey guys, we didn't watch De Laurentiis. Let's watch De Laurentiis. He's going, ego, here see a sneaky face like, I'm the boss, huh? You know what we said. Dai, come. Look. He's not holding him, huh? He doesn't want to keep him. Look. So he's going. He's watching him. And then here, look how long he's watching him in the face. Stop. He doesn't watch anymore. Up. The hand is not really going really strong, huh? The hand here, this hand, you have to watch. Look, the hand is not really going with like this, no taps. And then is leaving him. And normally, in this case, ragazzi, who can tell me what is happening? What is happening from someone that you want to love and you want to keep and that is keeping? Normally, you know what he's doing with his left hand? He's giving a tap on the belly. How many of your friends you're doing like this? And then he's leaving and you do a tap, you know, a last tap on the belly. Like this. Ciao ragazzo, you know, here and then a last tap on the belly, or no, not on the ass, that's really close. Maybe that's exaggerated. But the tap on the belly, here, you know, here. Normally here you want to keep him. You do a small last tap. And he's not doing it, huh? It's already over. Look, And he's not even looking at him anymore. It's over. C'est fini. C'est fini. It's over. It's over. Guys, if one day you need some big in-detail analysis of a situation, let me know and we can do it. Huh? We can do a topic like that. 9 minutes in Mbappe still teaching us about body language. It's already so long? I'm really sorry. Usually, I judge with people. When it's really dramatic, usually people, they are leaving. Now people are still there. That means something. Huh? Peter is saying that no eye contact was enough. No. There is much more. He said thank you for everything. You know what? He's not referring to winning the Scudetto with Napoli. He's not referring to the 8 years together. It's just one thing. Thank you for freeing me. Now I can go to Juve. Ciao Radovan. What you can't see. Adel punches him in the huevos. No, maybe that we can't see. We open with Giuntoli, ragazzi. King Schiano, me too, from Tampa, Florida. Mamma mia, how many do we have from Tampa? Pepe, why do you think Chiesa can leave? I already said it, ragazzi. I hope not, of course. But if so, because Giuntoli, no competition, money that needs to enter. I said that. If on top of that, if you stop with Max Allegri, it's not really Max Allegri that cost you the money. Why? Because Max Allegri, if he stays, you pay him. If he leaves, you pay him. So it doesn't change that much. But without Max Allegri, you are paying a coach that is at home, and you need to sign a new staff of coaches. That's what really is the big cost. No, I don't think that Bremer will leave, Thomas. For a simple reason, he's doing the jump from a small team to a bigger one for the first time. For him, it's already a step higher, and he knows that he needs also to progress. And because I believe that's one of the big weak works we have to do, the defense, to understand really what we want and how we want to do it. So no, and you can't, after Chiellini, De Ligt, if Bremer is going also, guys, ragazzi, what do we do? No, I don't see Bremer leaving. The 3-1 that can potentially bring you cash and could potentially be on the market that we don't want to are Szczesny, Chiesa, and Vlahovic. No, I don't think. Look. Question. A poll because of Vlahovic. Vlahovic is the number 1 on the list that could potentially leave. Okay, I have a really difficult poll, ragazzi. Be prepared of that one. It's a hypothesis, it's not. Okay. You need to sacrifice one, okay? Because more or less we are there in what they will bring. Because the 70 million of Vlahovic, well, you made a big investments in terms of money, so the 70 million are not net, okay? But they will bring you approx 30, 35 million euro. Or you sacrifice Fagioli at 35. Who do you sacrifice? That's where we are, Ealing Jr. can bring you money, but how many can you sell him? 15? If really 20? That would be great because you generate cash. But I believe it's the same question with Chiesa or Ealing Jr. That we can play. We can play the same game. Ealing Jr. or Chiesa, Fagioli or Vlahovic. Who do you sell? If you need to sacrifice someone, ragazzi, Vlahovic or at 70 or Fagioli at 35. And I tell you, it's more or less the same that because Fagioli, you never paid him. So it's all profit that you are making. Vlahovic, you're bringing a bit of costs. I know it's difficult, But Fagioli is a gem for Juve. He must be kept at all cost. This 10% that wants Fagioli out, please explain. Heartbroken. I go with Vlahovic. With the season Vlahovic had where he cannot even control a ball, I might be difficult to get more than 70 million. Yeah, but that's why I didn't put 80, 90, 100. Ragazzi, that's where we are. A sacrifice will have to be done. It's not Allegri. It's someone needs to bring you money in, cash money in. And it's not 70 million for you, but it's true. No, but I wanted to see if we were aligned. And if you go with 88% of the people that they know, then of course, the thing is that you will not sign Holland to replace him. I don't believe you will sign Højlund to replace him. But maybe a guy like, what was the name this morning? Wahid from Montpellier, unknown 21 years old player that scored a lot in, no, he's 20 years old player from Montpellier, playing with the under 21 of France with Montpellier, did a really beautiful season. I saw today highlights and skill comp, it was really great, made me laugh. Then Gazzetta dello Sport, of course, they exaggerated, they said he has a bit of Mbappé and a bit of Drogba. That's the problem with Gazzetta dello Sport. That's really the problem with Gazzetta dello Sport. Look, I'm not lying to you. I'm serious when I'm telling you things. So that guy Wahi, Gazzetta dello Sport, he's a bit Mbappé, he's a bit Drogba. Who is Wahi and why is Juventus thinking about him? Well, what do you mean? A bit Mbappé, a bit Drogba. You know, the last time that they said something like that, it was about Zakaria. And I love Zakaria. But they said he is a bit Zidane, a bit Platini. What are you speaking about? They're crazy. They're really crazy. Look, that's invent flicks. The people are right then when they are mocking them. Ragazzi, here they said about Vlahovic. Vlahovic is a bit Vieri, a bit Ibrahimovic, and with a bit of Holland. Here, Caio Jorge, Future 9, a mix between Firmino and Lautaro. Here is the complete striker for Juve. That's the problem with Gazzetta dello Sport. They don't know what to do. And of course, if you are stupid, if you don't know Gazzetta dello Sport, you click. Mamma mia, a bit of Mbappé, a bit of Drogba. I want him. I'm sold. I'm in love. That's the best player of the world. No, but I don't know him. I don't care about him. I saw a highlight and skill, but that means nothing. It's nice to see with the nice music. You see the best things for 3 minutes, but I don't know him, guys, ragazzi. I said I was excited to finally hear a name that is different, an idea, young, fresh. We go, we try, not a lot of costs. This is what I like, but I don't know him personally. I don't even study, never watch a full game of him. So no, I can't. But then, of course, if they start with a bit of Mbappé, a bit of Drogba, if he doesn't arrive and he scores 50 goals, we think it's disappointing. Thank you, Eldar. Ciao Beppe, how about Conte coming back? Yes or no? Thank you. Mamma mia. It's like when you were offering, when I was at school, when I was 6, 7, because I always liked the girls. When I was 6, 7, I was already writing on a, maybe 6, yeah, no, it was already, let's say 7, 8. I was already writing on a letter like, do you like me? Yes or no. That was the choices that they had. No explanation. They had to put a circle on it. And yes or no. That was the question without explaining. The problem is that there was a lot of time. No. And then I started to be smart and I said, no, stop. We don't go with yes or no. We explain why yes or no. Otherwise, it's a problem. Guys, we are going behind here. Instead of reaching 700, we are going behind, which is not good. Yes or no? But Eldar, I am a corporate, so if Conte arrives tomorrow, I will be the best fan of Conte. Because Conte has a lot of things that we know, and I will support him. But today, I would love, again, to hear something new, to hear something fresh. If it's Conte, I will be the first defender of Conte. I will read again the books of Conte. I will be the biggest fan of Conte. But until there, I prefer that they give me other options. So at the moment, if you want, like when I was 8 and I was asking yes or no, at the moment, no. At the moment, no. No. Do I think he can do well? Short term, I'm convinced about it. And I hope for the best of Juve. So, but these are the two really realistic names, that I would stand really behind. I said it, since I believe, and nobody will credit me. I'm sad about that. I'm really sad about that. Because tomorrow, Thiago Motta will arrive. And nobody will credit me. Because I don't know where I said it. I said it long time ago. Like this, at 1 hour 30 on the live. I said, I like Thiago Motta. I didn't say he will come to Juve. We never heard about his name close to Juve. But I said, I like Thiago Motta. And I will never receive the credit for that. Except of Sir Raz, because he was there when I said it. He was live when I said it. And then Italiano, which I didn't want last season. This season, I would be open for Italiano. And Ahmad. Ahmad is always there. Grande Ahmad. Conte has a bit of Tudor. Yeah, or the reverse should be the reserve. But yeah, we are there. Tudor, a mix of a bit of Conte and a bit of Johan Cruyff and a bit of Gasperini, the complete coach. He's really interested, Jakob. Really interesting one. Locatelli, Beppe, is it true you were there for Motta's conception? Yeah, yes, Locatelli. Oh, ragazzi, it's over. I'm sorry. From tomorrow, now that the season is really over, from tomorrow we start really analyzing. Today I wanted to be together with you. Was a difficult one. Difficult season. From tomorrow, we start thinking about a new one. where we will hear a lot of things. Just pay attention what you read, because you will hear everything and nothing. But you also have a lot of people that will use you, and it's not great. Yeah, I watched live. Yeah, Andy, I watched live. Sam doesn't know. It's a real honest answer. I don't know what coach I want after Max. Great honest answer from Sam. Charles likes Thiago Motta too. Rad, our friend, Grand Rad. I saw Conte last week in Torino, one day before the Milan game. But it's not surprising. His brother is living there. He has a restaurant there. He has the brother. Conte has some businesses in Torino. It's his city. Of course, he's coming from south of Italy, but the biggest part of his life he did in Torino. So a lot of time he was there. A lot of time. Even Zidane. Zidane goes a lot of time to Torino. Always pay attention, of course, because then the voices are bigger. But Zidane has a five-a-side field in Torino. So, no, these players, Davids and so on, they come back a lot of time to Torino. But Conte, it's a lot. When he can, he goes. The brother of Conte is living there. You see, Andy, Conte's brother has a bar there. Bar Apple, I think it's called. Don't remember the name, but can be. But yeah. It's not a restaurant, it's a bar, indeed. You're welcome, Farad. But stop dreaming, Peter. If you dream too much, you will be crazy. You talk about Motta, it was the match Sampdoria match. Oh, you talk about Motta, it was the match Sampdoria, when Sule scored and Vlahovic didn't score. The Allenatore was jogging Vlahovic, and then you talk about Motta and that. Oh! Attenzione! Post game of Sampdoria or during the watch along? Sampdoria. No. That was not Thiago Motta. I mean, that was Stankovic. That was Stankovic. No. It was Stankovic, where I said, I have a lot of respect for what he's doing, because he's going to Vlahovic and so on. Even I said if ex-Inter player and so on. No. Oh. Conte brother is Salve. Yeah. Could be. I thought that we found it. I will check. I mean, or if you can have the time and you can check if I said it. Maybe then I talk about a lot of coaches. Could be. When was it? The Juve Samp game. Juve Samp. It was really a difficult season. By the way, USA is losing 2-0 in the World Cup under 20 against Uruguay. The golden generation of USA that will play the World Cup in 2026 are losing in the quarter-final against Uruguay. Not good, for our USA friends, and we have a lot on the channel. Juve Sampdoria was... When was Juve Samp? 12th of March. Mamma mia. Zlatan is retiring. Was he not going maybe to Monza? One thing that Sam doesn't like about Tudor is that I have a feeling Fagioli won't play under that. And that's the next. Why should he not play? He's playing a 3-4-1. Huh? Could be, huh? That if you play with Tudors 3-4-1, we have too many midfielders. Okay, we close the live here. Disaster season. We will have time to speak about it from tomorrow. I will try to do a recap of the season, a rating of the season, coach, but also players, a ranking. I don't want to give them points, but more like which one did I put? Wait, because I already prepared. Today, maybe. There will be some things that you will not be happy with. I have put the best ones, MVP. I called it MVP, but the best ones of the season. I have put good, average, bad, disaster, and no rating. And I spoil you. Paul Pogba, I rated. I didn't choose the easy solution of no rating for Pogba. I have chosen for Pogba. The only one that I didn't rate are Pinsoglio. I have to remove. I was thinking he would have played today. So it's all the players that played at least one game with Juventus. At least one game with Juventus, included the coach. So I didn't rate Ciao Juventini. I didn't even put him in the no rating. Pinsoglio I will remove because it's only the players that played. I can't just not rate Pinsoglio. He didn't play. Not even one game. So, but I didn't rate Zaccaria, that played 2 games. Rovella played 3. Barbieri 4. And Barrenechea 5. That's the only one I didn't rate. All the other players I rated. All the other ones I rated. Pinsoglio played versus Arsenal. Yeah, but it's not an official game. It's only official games. Andy said it was the highlight of your season. Yeah. So I rated. I checked only the one that has at least one appearance this season with Juventus. And we have how many? I will tell you how many players played officially with Juve. If I'm not wrong, it's 30. Yeah, 30 players plus Max Allegri. Yeah, Radovan. Guess, you can guess. Look, it's a good question about Miretti. Where did I put Miretti? MVP? Good? Average? Bad? Or disaster? And also, just to tell you, but don't try to guess now, but I've put, like a ranking from 1 to 30. Also in the bad or in the average or in the no rate, there are some rankings. There are some rankings. People are saying average. Miretti was average, to be honest. Average, between bad and average. Zivko is saying good. Miretti in my ranking would be low. High in the average. Oof. Average. Ragazzi. You will be surprised then when you will see my video, because he's not in average in my ranking. He's not in average in my ranking. It's not in ranking. No. Yeah, actually, it's not between 1 and 30, because I need to take away the one that I didn't rate. So it's 29 players played, because Pinsoglio didn't play. 29 and actually 25 players. Is that all? No. No, okay. 29 players played And it's from 1 to 25 because there are 4 players that I will not rate. So it's from 1 to 25. Okay, now I guess it. Hey, you will be surprised, huh? I'm sure about that. Ciao, Sylvain. One thing I tell you about how I rate it is I didn't take into consideration any I love, I don't love, injured, not injured, he's long at the club or not, or I like him, I want to give him a chance, or he's young or not young. For the rankings, I just rated what they offered on the field. I need to change 1 or 2 positions, but it's not from block. It's just like a bit better or a bit worse. We'll see. So, no, I try to be really objective. Then, of course, you will always agree, not agree. Prof, Beppe, my wife now is beside me for the first time watching you. You're training English with me. Grande, hello to the wife of Prof. Lucas Villar from Brazil. Okay, ragazzi, now it's really over. See you tomorrow morning because the season is over for Max Allegri. And boys, they are all going on holiday. Who is not going to holiday? It's me. It's me. Ciao, and not as Giunto lì to De Laurentiis because he wanted to leave, but me as GJustjuve to all the Juventini of the world, not 2 but 3 taps. Juve. Ciao ragazzi, ciao a tutti, buonanotte, see you tomorrow. And tomorrow we start again. We start building again. I don't want to see a season like 22-23 ever again in my life. Football, calcio, on the field, winning. Ciao. Ciao. Oh, on the finishing line. Franco Chan, thank you, my friend. 4 months with us. Ciao Beppe, for me, you would be the 26th man. But 26 is not great, Franco, because I rated from 1 to 25. So if I'm 26, I would be really the last one of the disaster. Behind, I will not reveal you who I put there. But behind that man, no. The 26 is not really a great sign. But anyway, thank you, Franco Chan. Really, really appreciate it. And thank you for being here. Today, Franco Chan, he did a penalty alla Dybala. And Bogdan, he offered just a membership. Ragazzi, you know that it's the last thing. It could have been that I just clicked ciao and then I don't see your message. I can't even say thank you. Thank you for renewing, Franco. Thank you for offering a membership, Bogdan, that is closing the channel in a really great way. Again, I really want to thank, and I will write in a message especially to Muhammad Youssef. But thank you, Bogdan. Thank you to all the people that participated to the live. Ciao, ciao, ciao.